Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons, Season 2, Episode 9, Bombardment. Do remember to check out our link tree down in the description below for links to our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. And consider supporting the stream through all of the various places that you can find us, like TikTok and, of course, the YouTube. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over now to Tanya for the recap.
So we went up a tower, and then there was this T-Rex, and it thought it was a scientist, but then it wasn't. And then everything died, and then this magical being said, "Hey, you look like you could use some superpowers." And then he gave us superpowers, and now we're leaving. That is a 100% accurate read.
Ogma is the name of the god.
You should know by now, if you want accurate recap, don't go to me.
Do you want me to give the recap?
Yeah, go ahead and take over here, Moriarty.
All right. So
Also,
last
hey there,
time we were
Socks.
last.
Sorry. Did you update your Discord reactive, Odd Socks?
That's actually there.
That sucks. Give me a second.
That is fine. Go ahead and get going on that, Moriarty.
All right. So last time we were at the dwarven fortress known as Peak Science. We had just finished going up the towers, and we had seen, I believe, Ogma is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he the god of knowledge and stuff like that. Well, the party got to him after facing off with Tunnel Jackson, who had turned himself into a T-Rex and was using, various Warforged to um I guess try
Beat us
and obtain immortality.
and beat us into a bloody pulp.
Yeah, they tried. After a, decent fight, um y- you guys met Ogma. He decided to, give you guys a boon for completing his tower. And then he let you out of the thing.
And then cannon fire.
And then the 1912 overture.
Is that what you guys call it?
Only when it's rhythmic.
Well, you see, loyalist ships have a band, and that's how we make sure we don't shoot all our ammo too fast. Because if you just left it to the Wolven Gunners, they'd just they'd blow up so much ammo before we can replace it. Because it's really fun and loud.
Yeah, that
and
tracks.
violent.
E.
Well, all right, Metal Gen. I believe we have some reconnaissance to do.
Indeed. So where we last left off with the bombardment going on, you guys are at the base of the mountain still outside peak science, or what was once peak science. It's questionable whether or not that may or may not change. Um, and yeah, you guys got a bit of a way to get back to town, but you hear the artillery bombardment in the distance.
Temple holds up his hand and is like, "Gun, Marten." Gun, Marten. Which one of you two are the? Which one of you two is better at blasting things?
Oh, you're talking to us?
Yes. Which
They
one of you
just-
is better at blasting?
They both look at each other and then back at you. Both of us?
All right. Well, one of you jump up on Gaul. Gaul, I want you to run. I want you to run as friggin' fast as you can. I've seen you run. I bet you can run really fast. I want you to get up ahead and scout the area. And Marten dude guy brother who's going with you can provide fire support if you guys run into any issues.
Okay.
And then once you guys get over there, you can tell me what's going on. And then we can come up with a better stratagem afterwards. Oh man, I hate 40U.
There's definitely a joke to be made about leg day.
Oh, I have really strong legs. Unfortunately, I'm very heavy, so I'm the slowest.
You got big legs, little arms.
See, as a jackalope, I'm allowed to make all of the leg day jokes ever.
Let me know when you can squat more than your body weight.
I think I can, actually.
Oh, well, let me know when you can squat half my body weight.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of being turned into a pancake.
Yeah, I eat pancakes for breakfast. Let's go.
All right. So you guys start making your way back.
Yep.
All right. So you've got basically a bit of a trail blazed already. I assume you followed the set trail back. And in doing so, you guys are making your way back to the town, and even though it takes, a good half an hour to 45 minutes, the bombardment doesn't really seem to stop. There's still the boom, boom, boom out in the distance. And as you start to get closer to the town, you can actually start to see the sort of woven artillery is going over the town, and the town seems perfectly fine. The woven artillery is going over the town, and it seems to be striking somewhere in the distance past it. Like they are basically angled up at a 45-degree angle and leaving trails of smoke as these shells arc through the air.
Timber, is this a typical intimidation tactic, or is it more likely they're shelling something in that area?
They're probably doing a bombardment to protect the town from something. It's a tactic to. It's a wall of literal fire that none can pass.
So should we?
Or maybe they
head
found
toward them?
something that really needs to get shot. Whatever they're targeting must be big if they're still firing at fall.
So we do go where they're firing, or do we go to the ships?
I want to see what they're firing at. We can get eyes on what the target is and come up with a game plan from there.
Okay.
So do you guys start following that sort of trail out?
Yeah. Timber wants to use his knowledge of Wolven artillery to know how close he can get before it starts getting too spicy.
All right. So you guys start making your way there, and luckily it's not too hard once you get back onto the paved path. The paved path actually starts to go through that area, so getting there, no traversal checks needed, nothing like that. And as you're walking up, Gar, you actually know what this area is, as this is an area where a lot of the gnolls tend to be around. And this area that was mainly just fields is on fire. There's craters everywhere. This went from a meadow to being just like dirt everywhere. Just no longer looks as though the landscape is something natural. As even still more bombardments are coming in, more big shells of something fly through the air, land, and then leave this massive fiery explosion.
And can we see what they're firing at?
No. At this point, it just looks to have been a meadow. Or you once knew it as a meadow, but now it is just what is essentially a pile of dirt and scorched earth. And that is all that seems to currently be remaining.
Oh,
Dungeon
Rob!
Master?
Thank you so much for that purchase of the Razor Fire, or the Razor Warrior skin.
Nice.
Sweet March. Dungeon Master.
Not merch,
Gee.
a thing for Stream Raiders.
Yes, Timber?
Digital merch.
Digital March. Still swag, even if it's digital.
Yep.
Anyways, Dungeon Master, does this seem to be like sweeping bombardment, or is it like a certain area that they're targeting?
It's kind of hard to tell. At this range, it's very inaccurate. So it's peppering all around the area.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's even a few points in the road that actually got hit.
It is very curious that they're targeting this area. It doesn't seem whatever's here is gone or obliterated.
Is it?
Anything?
Do they ever practice
go on.
area denial using artillery? Make an
Yes.
area unsafe to cross?
Yes. Wolven artillery is either used for aerial denial, funneling enemies into our strong points, or blowing things apart.
Well, there's nothing. It's a meadow. There's no real strong points here, and I don't see any enemies.
I wonder how my Knoll family intimidated the Wolven.
Literally shooting at ghosts.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I'd shoot at ghosts too. But you'd think they'd stop firing. Or maybe it's artillery day. I don't know.
Artillery day?
Yeah.
As you guys are sitting around and talking about it, it does seem to eventually just stop.
Well, whatever was going on, it's over now.
Is it physically possible for them to run out of ammunition? Because they were firing for a while.
I'll have you know, they have countless munitions on those boats. So at least more than 8.
They have more than 8.
I'm an infantryman. I don't know much about artillery other than it's fun. Unless it's on us, then it's not so fun. There's only 2 things in life that you must know. The most dangerous thing is to not to play this game. And also friendly fire. Well, whatever's happening, it's over now. It's just odd that they were firing in this area. And I don't see any... Dungeon Master, does Temple see anything remaining? Other than just holes?
Nope.
I don't mean to be a cynic, but is this something that we really should investigate? Because they're on a campaign across this entire region, and we're already not exactly at the good end of their books.
Curiosity killed the cat, not the wolf. All right, well, I guess there's nothing here. Let's go back to the boats.
Yeah, I'm gonna be heading back to the boat then.
Yeah, I'll be heading back.
All right, so you guys make your way back to like the main boat, like your guys' boat.
Yeah, the pirate cave. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of smoke out there, and I know those ships can't fit.
All right. Well,
Yes.
you make your way back to your little cove. And you were able to do so without much hassle. You've been back and forth, both to there and away from there pretty easily. So no traversal checks are needed to get back to your cove. And you return. You return safely. Everyone's there. You've still got a few of the members who you had made part of your crew who are kind of just sitting around waiting for something to do. And yeah, what is it you guys wish to do here?
Well, will this count as a long rest?
Not until you actually long rest.
Well, that's gonna be the first thing. Is just getting some down after that little field excursion.
Because yeah, as far as I'm aware, you've been walking all day, so
Yeah.
that's not a rest.
Yeah, she's asking if we can take a nap.
Yeah, if you want to take a long rest, there's nothing stopping you, by all means.
That's what I'm gonna be doing then.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
like a plan.
Licking our wounds would be a good idea. And
Are
hopefully tomorrow the Navy might be somewhere else.
Yeah, you can lick your wounds. I prefer to use bandages.
Oh, how unsanitary.
Your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir.
Good. So the diseases are afraid of me.
Sure.
Simple, intimidating diseases so they don't get them sick.
I mean, it worked on that mimic, so
Yeah.
that meme is just timber.
Yeah. Dungeon Master, I can tell you, one of these days, Timber's going to do a stealth mission. Just saying.
Are you certain?
Oh, no.
When you say do, I assume failure is an option.
If there were
No,
no survivors to report, it is a successful mission.
He uses the ogre approach to stealth. You
don't
didn't
see
see
Timber.
Alrighty. So you guys all settle down for bed?
Only as long as is needed for a long rest in my case.
Which
'Cause,
is like
yeah, this
a
Rose-
full
This
sleep.
is fine.
Rose has some stuff she needs to get to.
You're a long rest is straight up just sleep in 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's at least have one. Let's have like a rotating shift, so we have at least one person to be with the gun Martens.
How would you like to set up your night shift?
Being captain, I'll go first so everyone gets a good sleep.
Well, considering that I still had a couple first level spell slots, I use alarm around the perimeter.
The whole perimeter?
Just the ship.
Oh, just the ship. Okay. Because you're at the cove right now. Like you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a lot of string.
Even alarming the ship, I think, takes quite a bit. But
Yeah.
you are more than happy to alarm the ship. Yeah.
Well, I had 2 slots, so I can cast it twice, unless I'm not allowed to stack it.
What kind of area does it cover?
You set an alarm against unwanted intrusion, choose a door, a window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. Until the spell ends, an alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area.
All right. So you could probably easily alarm both of the boarding ladders where people would normally get up. Or of course, as it says, you could alarm a door somewhere else. But that would be about the extent of your ability. If you only have 2 left.
Just 2 on the main deck, like one in front of the other, so foredeck, aft deck. Because, yeah, you can probably get over the railing without touching the edge of it, but if you want to do anything, if you had to get below decks, you'd still have to go through a door, which means walking through the area.
Yeah, you could probably have them a pretty good area in the middle of the deck, hoping that they don't shimmy along the edges.
Well, they'd have to be aware that it's there.
Well, some alarm is better than no alarm. Plus, we'll have 3 sets of eyes walking around.
They would have to know that they're there, but also at the same time, naturally speaking, people tend to stay to the walls and the corners and edges. At least in my experience. But, yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah,
It's-
but then again, we're all talking about Imperials. They're
It's-
going to take the direct route.
It's
Possibly.
probably not important.
Either that or the
Probably.
people we pressed ganged are going to go away with their extras.
Have I ever told you you're giving off some Matt Mercer vibes right now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's okay. We
probably
got
not
the
important.
attack group. We got the Cobra chicken. We'll be fine.
Anyways. As you all turn down for sleep, Timber was guarding first.
False watch.
Who's taking the other 2 watches or 4 watches?
I guess I'd be taking second shift then.
All right.
And I'll take last.
Okay. So Timber, your shift passes, and nothing really of note seems to happen. You move over to Rosalia, you wake her up, and Rosalia, I assume you naturally take the position. And Rosalia, I'd like you to go ahead and roll me perception.
Real quick, just like I have to re-spend my spell slots here. I had
Note them down.
already cleared
Tick.
my stuff. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Technically speaking, you are still doing the long rest right now, so you don't have your spell slots back yet.
That's what I'm saying. I have to I was re-spending them
Okay.
because I had already updated my sheet.
Don't unspend them, because I literally have a button to apply a long rest to all of you.
Oh, okay. All right. So you said perception,
Yes.
active or passive, and is it hearing?
It is not hearing active. As you are taking the night shift watch, so I assume you are actively percepting.
Perfect opportunity to use the lucky ability that I took.
Yeah.
So
If you
roll
want
that
to.
again. What the? It was.
The dice gods have indeed spoken. Rosalia, you don't see anything odd. Nothing really of note seems to happen.
I saw a bug crawling on the railing and it caught my attention.
Yeah, the moonlight gave it this nice little glow, and you're like, wow, what color is that?
You can see colors.
Oh, Zorro.
And yeah, your shift passes without much thought.
Zorro wants a reroll.
Do we have a reroll?
Yeah.
Them?
Channel points, yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead and yeah, if you want to spend it.
Come on. I swear, if it gets a 4, I'm just quitting now.
Nope, a 1.
Well, at least you're not quitting. You've almost got a flush here.
Oh, now Sunai says I'm in the clear. Sunai, it's too late.
Are we going to keep dancing around this roll, or are we
Fate has made up its mind, apparently.
Okay. Then if we're ready to move on, your whole shift comes and goes, and you don't see a damn thing. Everything's fine. Everything's quiet. Everything's hunky of the dory. Then
Everybody
go-
died.
I assume you go to wake up Gar.
Yeah.
No interactions or anything, I assume, by the way, between waking people up? Nothing.
There's this
anyone needs to see
amazing bug out there on the railing. Gotta see. It's like 5 different.
You can see Timbo in the background just snoring.
If you get too close to Timber, the ground trembles. So, Toshime, what do you do with Gar? Do you respond at all? Do you just get up, walk away? Do you like what are you doing? Okay, you apparently pet Timber, which I forgot that you made a skill.
Looks like I missed.
Well, he is sleeping and prone, so I would say that you can
Advantage.
Yeah.
His Alma class would be
Why?
lower too because he's not sleeping in his Alma.
Why is that a skill?
There we go. Because I typed it in.
You want to spend the point on it, so I let him.
His Alma class would be like 11 or something.
You successfully pet Timber.
He's very floofy.
I know this has absolutely no influence on anything, but I've just got freaking now that Sunai said, "Oh yeah, you're in the clear. Go ahead." Yeah, sounds about right.
And I'll go.
All right,
I'll go
so
up and start looking around.
sounds good. You go up, you take your watch, there's your perception. So you go about, taking your little patrol, and I assume Rosalia, of course, did the thing with the alarm so that you don't trigger it.
Yeah, you can
And
name exclusions on it.
you're walking along, and occasionally you see a glint of light that catches the moonlight up on top of the cliff. Like something shiny is up there. The thing that's really strange about it, though, is that it's not always there. Like, you'll see something shiny glinting, and then the next moment you won't. And then you will again for a little bit, and then you won't.
I think I'm gonna go down and get Jits.
Jits, are you here? I don't. Okay. So Zim did say he had to step away. He PM'd me. I don't know when he is going to be quite back, but he is currently AFK.
I'm sure he would like to come though if you're planning on going with him.
I was thinking he could use his telepathy to figure out what that was, if it was a person. I guess I'm gonna have to go down
With
and
the old-fashioned way.
Oh shit, that was a misclick.
Well, you failed.
You failed so bad that you failed.
You wake up in the middle of the night, you've got a bad case of diarrhea.
That was the skeleton making a constitution check. Like, yep, still a
Sorry
pile of
about
bones.
that. I am back.
Ah, welcome
And
back.
yes, we can. The Martens could use their telepathy to see if there's somebody there. Though the person would need to respond. It's not like, they can just, boom, I know there's a mind over there. They kind of just shout out, except mentally.
Not a sonar ping so much as a phone call. The other person doesn't have to pick up.
Exactly.
Just imagine the spy up there, and all of a sudden he just hears voices in his head. Hello? Hello? Hello?
That would actually be kind of unnerving from the perspective of the spy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I know where you are.
However, in my opinion, even if they're saying something out loud, they're still thinking it, so there is a chance that, as far as I'm concerned, if I say hello in their head and they start responding, like, verbally.
Like if they go, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah, he would still hear it.
All right. So, are you able to target without line of sight?
I mean, yeah, I can. However, it's more of like a mental shout. Kind of like if we were shouting, but it's telepathy,
Gotcha.
is what I've got in mind.
Okay.
But specifically set up so that the others on the ship aren't being,
Woken.
yeah.
You could wake up Timble.
I mean, when he's shouting in your dreams, probably.
That's just normal, though, right?
If the Martens want to wake you up mentally, they can very easily wake you up mentally.
Just hit him with a fucking bolt.
Then again, technically, they could also just puppet your body while you're still asleep and make you go swinging at things.
Sleep fighting, awesome. The crusade knows no bounds. Man, I had the best dream, guys. I was dreaming that I was fighting things like every other dream, but it was really realistic.
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, if you ever want to wake Timber up, all you have to do is just go, wait, the Empress is here? Right here?
That would do it.
That sound you just heard, that was the sound of his armor clanging as he's just immediately standing.
You never seen him throw armor on so fast. Like one of those movies where the guy just falls down and he stands back up and he's wearing a completely different outfit. So continue.
Yeah. So who's doing what? You, Jits and Jets, you're doing the mental scream thing.
Yes, though I
Yeah,
still need
sounds
to
like
give them a new name. Let's see. I know.
Jutes and Jocks.
Who else is in the chat?
Wait, so his name is Jacques?
No, their name is Scratched and Scritched.
Oh my god.
You do screech.
You know, out of all of the names, I think this would be like their true name if they had one.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a true name. And it's not that.
Oh my god.
Oh, this feels like their true name.
Well, it's because of Scratch being in chat.
Sometimes I feel that the gods are sitting at the edge of reality, judging our every movement.
We are.
Temple has nightmares.
All right. So I'm gonna roll something for this fella. All right. So, you do a mental scream, and you don't necessarily hear something back, but you do get like a vague sense of confusion, because not everyone, of course, like necessarily talks in their mind, but like if you can sense emotions, you're definitely getting an emotion back. And
Confusion that's not Temple.
the glint up on the edge shows up again before quickly disappearing again.
How far away is it?
It's up on the top of the cliff. You guys are down on the boat. Gotta pull up the map. Do some math. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Where did I put the map? There's the map.
It's the map, 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 it's the map!
If there's a place you gotta get, I can get you there, I
Holy
bet.
crap,
I'm
there
the
are
map.
so many Razor Warriors on this map. On this field. Thank you, everybody.
Let's see.
It's Team Laser Force.
So let's see. Well. Oh my goodness. I forgot how big the cove was. It is over 300 feet away.
What is 300 feet away?
The glint.
Someone have a scope?
Closest thing I have to a scope is a cannon.
There's the spyglass in my backpack, but I'm asleep right now.
What do you guys do with this information?
Hold on, I'm looking through.
I saw logs.
He's probably the one who lost last time.
Damn, it's only got a range of 60 feet.
I wasn't sure. Wow, he's good.
Yeah, like I said, the cove was much bigger than I thought. I thought at most he'd be like 100 feet away, but then I measured from where the boat would be docked to this position, and it's over 300, maybe even over 400. Actually, let me do some math.
Moriarty, you are overcomplicating things again.
Ooh.
How dare you? I am perfectly normally complicating things.
No, you are overcomplicating things again. Also, am I mistaken, or are we level 6 now?
I believe so.
Yes.
You should be.
Okay.
You guys should have had a level up last time, so I think.
Did everybody send me their updated info on... for the character cards?
Yep.
I didn't, because I don't know what info you need.
Let me double check and see what.
Yeah, I'm sure I sent mine.
We might need to do some sort of... Wait, I'm sleeping.
Okay, just to be safe, everybody just send it to me again.
Oh, yeah, I just found it in
I
the
need-
logs. It is not updated.
I need everybody to send me anything that updated from level 5 to level 6, and any new abilities you want to add to your sheet, etc. As far as this goes, I've got nothing, but Scratched will tell Gar that it definitely seems like there's somebody up there.
I have a few pythons I could start climbing up there.
Is that what you're going to start doing?
That sound like a good idea, Scratch?
Maybe after we wake everybody up.
Okay. So let's go wake everybody up.
Okay, you may do so. By all means, proceed.
Okay. Go wake up Rose. Tiberius.
Rose, you're roused by Gar. Tiberius, the same.
Oh, what the what the hell's going on?
Tiberius just blinks bleary.
There's something
Just blinking
on
around.
top of the cave.
Oh, fuckery. That's all.
And when I had the Marten mentally yell at it, it had a confused reply.
It might know that we know it's there now.
Doesn't immediately mean it's hostile if it was confused.
But
Does
that also
anything-
means that it, for some reason, was trying to sneak in instead of taking the main way in.
You know, I've been looking for an excuse to try out something I've been working on. Can you just give me 5 minutes?
Okay, everybody prep up. Somebody go wake up.
For the record,
Timber.
we do not have, we have not had the long rest yet, so... Any spell slots that were spent are still spent.
It's fine. I have I have a few vapors left in the gas tank. Would I have had enough sleep that it counts as a short rest?
Yes.
I did get back one first level spell slot. I'm so powerful.
Alright, I can give everyone a short rest off of that. I'm pretty sure.
I think
Yeah, 'cause-
Temple got like restored for 2 spell slots.
You're all getting a short rest, so I'll apply that now, and whatever you get back, you get back. And if there's something it doesn't give you back, then by all means let me know.
Are we getting max HP per level, or what was it?
Average. It should automatically apply that on level up.
I've got a custom sheet, remember? Or a custom class.
Ah, gotcha.
So that's
Then it
why I
would
had to
be
ask.
yeah, it would be whatever the. You can either roll the dice yourself if you want to, or you can take the average.
I'll just go with average.
I think it's average plus 1 is what it normally does too. Like on a D10, you get 6 instead of 5.
It's in the class description.
Right. So, the former crew of the ship, did we ever clarify what species they were?
Something humanoid, most likely.
Just wondering if any of them were lagomorphic. Rabbits.
Not obviously, no.
Oh well.
If anything, you'd probably be more of a able to rule out that none were than if any were.
Well, I'm going to use that short prep time to assemble 4 piles of bones. And specifically, I'm going to use the skull of the captain for one of them, the antelope skull for one, and the red panda skull for one. For the last one, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Insert one Dr. Frankenstein, it's alive moment later, and burn my only 3rd spell slot.
What are you casting?
I'm casting Animate Dead. I can raise 4 up to 4 undead creatures, either a skeleton or a zombie, depending on whether it was a corpse or a pile of bones. They're under my thrall for 24 hours. Can follow basic commands. If I recast within the 24 hours, it reassert control.
All right. You do so, and the skeletons come to life. And they kind of just stand there waiting for orders.
It
God.
worked! Which is something I'm
Simple,
sure
not
that
gonna be
everybody can
simple.
hear.
Timple's in his pajamas.
Timber has pajamas?
Yes.
Please enlighten me as to what they look like.
They're, just a tap.
Attention!
They look like
About
woven
face.
pajamas.
You're
Forward
kind of
march!
fading out there, Timber.
Oh, it's just a
Something-
tabard.
All right, what do you do?
So that would make Temple's armor class 1-3 because he has a sword and a shield.
When you say 1-3, do you mean 13?
Yeah, but when my 13 and 14 sound the same because I can't say all. So I say 1-3 so it doesn't get cheated into 14 by accident.
Just say 1-3-teen.
1-3-teen. I
Go
can't
teen.
count to 13.
Or just say 3-teen.
3-teen. There we
There you
go. Teaching Temple how to count. 1-3.
All right. So you have control of these skeletons. What do you do with them? Yellow?
Sorry, I missed that last thing. I was cycling through blurbs, don't mind me.
But we're waiting on you.
Have him wake up Temple.
Yeah, Rose just comes out onto the deck, just shouting, "It's alive! It worked!" And there are skeletons following her up onto the deck.
He loads ball off.
No, these are mine. These are my skeletons. Timber, no. Timber down.
I woke up from bed. I'm in my pajamas. What's going on?
Think that we're being spied on?
Skeletons?
No. The skeleton. Okay, the skeletons. That's its own thing. I'm looking for an excuse to try out a new spell, which freaking worked.
There's somebody
Scratch,
on top
could
of
you
the
explain-
cove.
Yes, what he said.
I just imagine Tibor's like tabard is just like I love the Empress wouldn't Celestial.
Come on, get dressed. Let's take care of these people.
I am dressed ish. But if you want me to get in full uniform, that's gonna take at least 5 minutes. I don't think we have that time.
Okay.
I swear
Let's
by
get
the
on,
Empress if they destroy my limited edition pajamas. I was only issued one set. Well, I guess we're gonna go check on the thingy.
I'm going to have the skeleton of the captain stay behind, and I'm going to give them a bell with the instructions that if anything comes onto the ship to start hitting the bell and don't stop.
It nods at you.
Let's go. Forward march. Yeah, I am army. It's tiny, but
All right, you guys are dismounting the ship then?
Yes.
All right. You are able to get safely onto the dock of the area. The glinting is across on the, I believe it's east? Yeah, the eastern side of the cove that you're in. You guys are docked on the western side. And, yeah. You have to go across the cove, which is easy enough. There's a, shoreline all the way to the other side. And then you need to get up about 30 feet.
That won't be too bad.
okay. So here's my idea. I take this rope, we wrap it around Scratch, and then Timber throws them up.
30 feet, you said. Give me a sec.
I
30
mean,
feet.
that's how Wolven do it.
Scratched and
You
Scritch
get
are
the
gonna
young-
grow wings and just fly up there.
Were you able to hear me at all?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You just
That's
grab
when is
the
that a thing?
conscript, you tie him up, he's very little and small, and you throw him.
That has been a thing for quite a long time.
Did you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, remember the
Yeah.
flying crabs?
I love the music box. Okay. I just didn't hear a response, so I wasn't sure.
He can fly.
I had no idea that they could fly.
You,
How did you get the flying crab part then?
yeah.
Remember the crab race?
Not gonna lie, I was
At
like
least
only
3
half
times.
awake for that. Some sections of that session were a blur.
Okay, well, ta-da, they fly.
I forgot about the
Right.
crab race.
Because, outside of him...
Why am I the only one who remembers anything? Come on, I'm supposed to be the
What the
stupid
hell?
one.
I remember it.
Just like he did there.
It's entirely possible
And
that you dreamed it and they invaded your
I'm not
dream.
saying he won the first time.
Yeah.
The crab race was a great time.
I'll have you know, my mind is so closed, new ideas cannot penetrate the fortress.
Bet.
Yes? Danya?
A closed mind is a focused mind. Now let's go.
No, I'm saying that yeah, you bet.
Gotcha.
I
You-
have
you,
nothing to
um,
bet because everything is the Empress's.
Wait a minute. What's the range on that portal staff?
Oh gosh.
Visible.
Visible range.
So are there any visible overhangs or safe to stand on areas up there?
Safe to... You mean on the cliff face?
At the top of the cliff face. Or at least somewhere near the top.
Not on the wall of the cliff. Not really, no. The closest space you'd probably be able to safely stand on top of would be the top of the cliff, where the...
I don't have line of sight.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind then.
Well, the Martens can scout up there at least.
I have an idea, but Temple wouldn't have that idea.
Hmm.
Because he's not that small.
So you
Tiberius.
guys... Are you guys just having the Martens fly up, or you got? Are you going to...
Tiberius has something to say.
All right.
Yeah. Tiberius can use Misty Step to get up
Does
there because it's up to 30 feet.
all right. Vertically?
Yeah.
Yeah, Misty Step works that way.
Okay.
Hey, call.
Yeah, and I recall used it that way, what, twice
Go.
during the interaction for Tiberius.
Mm-hmm.
Can I eat the yin?
Yet again.
Do not yeet the yin.
Yeet the yin. Can I?
It would be better if we let them scout first before.
Okay, fine. Violence is always answer with me, okay?
Do you want to eat a bunny?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I give my portal staff to one of the skeletons. Timber, throw the skeleton.
Yeet a
I like how
skeleton?
you. I like how you
Uh,
have the Misty Step solution, and you're like, let's throw a skeleton still. I want to do this.
It's not a skeleton with the portal gun.
Good luck, Wheatley.
It's like
No!
but
Uh,
I will be right back.
Oddsocks, please go to the Fantasy Grounds explanation channel and fill out the character card information form and send that to me in DMs.
Rounds. Yeah, working on it.
Thank you.
Ah.
Sunai, please do not do something that complex. I do not want to keep track of it, to be completely frank.
Okay.
Well, 8 gets a reroll. It might only get a 12, but it's more than 8, right? What?
What?
Exactly. I'm not going to allow something like that, Sunai.
Ooh, it's just, why
Well-
not just first roll a 1? You could, like, that's easy. That's like, hey, we got a reroll and a crit fail. That's simple. Reroll and 8, though. What if they want the 8?
Eights will do fine.
I've already refunded it, so.
Mega. Are you guys still throwing the skeleton? Is this a thing you're doing, or is that just ad lib?
No, it's. I have an idea. I have a plan. Because how much falling damage could they really take? How bad could Timber's aim be?
I don't know. I just woke up.
Skeletons are kind of nothing but bones.
They could very easily be shattered.
Well, even if they do, the staff will now be at the top of the cliff, and then Scratched and Scritched can use it for my plan. It's a very simple plan, and it's very straightforward.
Hmm.
We think with Portal.
How heavy
I
are the
like-
skeletons?
Way under Temple's carrying capacity.
Their weight isn't listed. But I mean, it's a
Right.
skeleton. It can't weigh that much.
Probably like 80 pounds at most.
Wait a minute. Weight of a human skeleton.
Like 30 pounds at most.
Bones of a person weighing 100 pounds would weigh about 15 pounds. Oh, wait, bones make up about 15% of a person's total body weight.
Okay, cool.
So if you assume that the person was like 200 pounds, then that's a 30-pound skeleton. Assuming it wasn't
Right.
all fat.
Well, I don't know. I had the brilliant idea that, if they were 10 pounds or less and they were flying up, I could try and catch it with Mage Hand. so they wouldn't, get thrown up above the cliff and then fall down and just splatter from bones.
You'd be able to save the skulls at least.
I love how we were coming up with weird ways to use the things we got.
We're doing science.
Now you're thinking with magic.
We're going to have fun with magic. You monster.
Oh, this is so heresy. I throw the skeleton.
All right. Give
But
me.
someone's gonna have to roll for me because I don't have my computer.
Okay. I will pull up Timber and roll his athletics.
Make sure to add his proficiency to it because I haven't updated. The new thing he got is he can double his proficiency on athletics.
You see.
So your athletics should be doubled. All right. I feel like it's already doubled. You have a +8. All right. Now I need to look into the science in D&D of throwing things.
Oh, no.
Science of throwing things in D&D. DM says no.
Today on Learning Time with Tanya, geometry.
Difference computed for improvised weapons. That's improvised weapons.
We're going to be calculating parabolic trajectories today.
Oh,
Today was
God,
my sister's temple, the literal the woven cannon. He's a very big boy. He moves all the things. Hopefully, Roselia didn't forget to carry the Empress in her calculations.
I'm sorry, did you just assume that I could carry the Empress?
As in carry the one.
What?
In calculations.
He doesn't know what carrying a 1.
Sunny is.
Oh my god, there's like this huge thread on this. This entire concept is apparently a controversy in D&D 5e. I'm going through all these. I'm going through this massive thread. Just how far can you throw a thing?
Oh my god.
Roselia used confusion. It was super effective.
Just go with the stat block for an improvised weapon.
All right. If we're going from the stat block of improvised weapon, an improvised weapon has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. So if we're trying to throw it above 20 feet, I need to roll with disadvantage. So we will do that. Okay. Now, how can I tell if you hit? I
did not intend for this to be this complex.
Shuddering, make a ranged attack. Oh, technically this is a ranged attack. Shit. How do I calculate it? Is that a dex thing? If it's a ranged attack, would that be dex?
Yeah, it would be, unless we're throwing like a javelin.
Okay, then it's a dex check, which is worse.
Yep.
Tanya's beating the game.
I'm breaking it, apparently.
Timber can pick it up. He just doesn't get that good.
Timber, you are muffled.
Timble can pick it up. He's just not good at aiming.
So Timber, you pick up the skeleton.
Remember, you mean high is better than low. High is better than low.
You pick up the skeleton by like its calves, and you lift it up over your head, and then you look up, and then you basically try to jump and throw it up just by like flicking your elbows, and it goes up maybe about 10 feet.
Timber, I am disappointed.
Well, I'm sorry. Skeletons make terrible melee weapons.
Or ranged weapons for that matter.
Ranged weapons make terrible melee weapons.
The skeleton does end up landing back on Timber, and Timber, you now have a skeleton riding you piggyback.
A very confused looking panda.
Dungeon Master?
Yes,
I grab Roselia.
you may.
I put her on my back. Timbo grabs the wall and starts pulling himself up.
Okay.
Roselia, you consent?
Do I have a choice?
You
Technically,
can hop
this
off
would
the
be
back.
this would very technically be a grapple check. Do you allow yourself to be grappled?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
you're
I
grabbed.
guess if we're taking the Timber Express and having the other two come along too, it's not like it's all that extra weight.
You are grabbed. You are put up, and Timber, you start climbing. I'm pretty sure you have enough strength. But you don't have a climb speed, from my understanding. So that's
It's gotta be. He'll get there eventually.
Just start
Yeah,
clawing
it's
away
like,
at the rocks. Eventually it turns
it's
into a
like-
slope.
It's like the Princess Diary when the guy's climbing up and the guy tells Andre the Giant to go faster. He's like, but he's not carrying anyone else.
I don't know that scene.
You don't remember that scene? Oh man,
I've never seen the
You guys
movie.
need to watch.
you haven't
You haven't
seen
watched the Princess Diary.
What?
Yeah, the Princess.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I haven't seen it.
I would
I
like
don't
to.
I'm
watch
sorry, I
movies.
can't be
I
your
saw
friend
the
anymore.
movie.
I would like to personally elect that we wrap up D&D for tonight and make this a movie night for The Princess Bride.
No.
Yeah. I second that.
No.
All right, I'm quitting until we do so.
Sorry, I can't stop streaming yet tonight, so I can't do that.
Oh. All
Alright,
right.
after stream
That's
then.
fine. Next episode of Ascent to Ascend, cast watches The Princess Bride.
That'd be cool.
You
but I'm
killed
pretty
my
sure we can't-
father. Prepare to die.
The only problem with that
Follow the
idea,
castle.
which I am all for it.
Hmm.
Well, actually, I guess we could just literally not show the movie and just have us, reacting to it the entire time.
Yeah.
Just synchronize when we hit play, so anyone watching at home can load it up on Netflix or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Technically, not streaming the video. It's not a violation of copyright.
And we could put up a timer for anyone who wants to follow at home.
Yeah.
500
Well-
IQ bypass the DMCA thing.
Well, guys, at least when we run out of steam on this campaign, we have one idea.
What's The Princess Bride?
Hey, Timber.
Yes.
Thought you said you don't
Yeah.
have ideas.
This idea was issued to me. It is not my own.
Okay, no, that does not count.
It came from the Empress.
Yeah, it's an Empress mandated idea.
Hades,
Yep.
damn it.
This idea brought to you by the Empress. The Empress.
Oh god. You could do so much with that.
Why do you think Timbo never questions any idea he has? Because it was issued to him.
Hmm.
That's a wonderful idea. I'm glad the Empress thought of it.
Yep.
I'm just going to. I'm just crying in backpack.
Crying in backpack with Temple's crayons. And his famous coloring book that taunts you with how genius it is.
It is unfortunately there is not a single picture in there that has coloring fully inside the lines, though he
Yeah,
did
let's see.
try.
Let's see. What crayons do we have here? Peach, apple, pork chop, lemon. Wait a minute. These aren't colors. These are flavors.
Well, yeah, he can't see colors.
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky flavored crayons.
This one just says Play-Doh.
Hey, I had to trade like 8 cans of rations for that one. Do not damage it. It's pristine.
The pristine Play-Doh crayon.
It's coveted.
This is a collector's edition. Alright, so what is everyone else doing as Timber and Tanya fumble about with this whole skeleton ordeal when Tiberius and Scritch and Scratch have had a much more
Pleasant time.
they've had a much more simplistic and logical solution that for some odd reason has just been entirely ignored.
Wait,
Oh,
what do you do?
it's not really that odd of a reason with this group. But yes, I've been sitting here like, you know, this was the solution. I thought they would scout. That was brought up at the beginning, and now suddenly Timber is climbing up the rock face and needing to make climb checks. And, well, here we are.
Tiberius had the solution, Scritch and Scratch had the solution, and then Timber and Rosalia were like, no, we gotta launch the skeleton with the portal. It's gonna be awesome, guys.
Rose
so
is
what
too
do they
smart for her own
find?
good, and Timber is too trusting.
So, what do Scritched and Scratched find up there?
You find a lean-to that's made out of twigs and leaves, and it looks like someone had been up here for a while, but there's nothing there right now. Just evidence someone was definitely here, but nothing here anymore.
How long ago were they here?
Probably several minutes.
Okay. Scratched and
Well,
Scratched
Missile, I can
will
fly.
relay
Why don't
that
you
to
go
the
look for 'em?
others.
Pardon?
Scratch and Scritch will relay this to the others while flying around to scout out where this person may have gone.
Alrighty.
And I would like it noted that they are dark-furred and very hard to pick out in the middle of the night.
Your auntie says happy birthday.
No, yep, I understand that entirely.
Excellent.
I should state there was also
I
something
love
specific in mind for this particular NPC. So you, everyone else on the ground from Scritch and Scratch, you are all notified that there is, that they have found a lean-to made of twigs and leaves. Tiberius, you yourself can even see it physically because, again, you can just misty step up there if you so choose.
another side.
Yeah, I've also got dark vision.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Timber, are you still climbing up the rock face?
I didn't get this far to only get this far.
Okay, we're doing this.
And I'm just watching from down here, seeing how everybody else is gonna do this.
Gar, the sensible one, just being like, "You guys got this."
This is why I woke him up.
Rolling some athletic checks for Timber.
He's just going full. He's just going full Willy Wonka right now. No, stop, come back.
Don't stop, come back.
All right, Timber, you make it about halfway up the rock face when you like grab a rock, and then it starts to slide, and you need to like sink your claws into the rock face, but you're still kind of like starting to slide down, like your weight, and it's starting to kind of drag you down, and you're having trouble climbing up with your weight, Rosalia's weight, the weight of an additional skeleton, and this being mostly rock face. But you have made it up about halfway, but you are kind of getting to a point where you're kind of struggling. I have rolled athletics for you specifically for trying to climb up.
All right. Seems like I'm a little too heavy for all of this. Just a little.
You can attempt to keep climbing. It
Temple
just may be unsafe.
is not going to give up so easily.
All right. I'll give you a few more climb checks.
So what was the easy way up that Tiberius had figured out?
Misty Step.
Misty Step.
Wait, he did that on others?
No, he can.
No.
He literally just Misty Steps up.
Yeah, but what about us?
You have a portal device.
Yeah.
Tiberius! Here, take my staff. If you can carry it.
Is it under 10 pounds?
I believe it was 5 pounds. Let me double check. It is 5 pounds.
Rosalia, well, why don't you just shoot it from here?
Wait. So do I have to physically see the surface, or can I just like aim it like a gun?
That's the same thing.
It really is.
No, what I'm saying is, if I have Mage Hand, carry the portal staff around a corner, and then activate the staff, would
We
that
could
still
just hold-
function?
I'm
You
gonna
could just hold this stuff up and I can use Mage Hand myself.
I'm gonna say no for the pure fact that I'm like 99% certain that you cannot cast with most magical items using Mage Hand.
Yeah, I can see how that could be easily abused.
So I'm gonna give that a hard no, especially because it's my understanding Mage Hand isn't actually a hand, but instead this, like it's
The
more
act
like
of moving things with your mind.
yeah, it's basically telekinesis.
Yeah, you try to
Yeah.
do a lot with Mage Hand that it really is not meant to be able to be done with, and Moriarty's let you get away with a lot more than you should have been able to.
Yeah,
Imagine if
there.
you just kiss.
Technically speaking, there is a more trickster variant of Mage Hand that I know exists, but you need to specifically learn that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna break down on that a little bit more for as much as that matters, given
Well-
how much I may or may not be DM anymore.
Well, either way,
Um,
handing the staff off to Tiberius so he can get past this insurmountable wall.
All right, you do so, and as you are handing it up to Tiberius, you didn't realize that Timber suddenly gained his footing and just really confidently like climbed the rest of the way up, and you're basically handing Tiberius the staff before you can even mage hand it up.
I have been made to feel redundant 3 different ways today.
Sorry,
little face.
Timber was rolling low on his climb checks, and then he turns around in nat 20s, and I'm like, well.
No, you know what it was? He realized that Rose was giving up, and he's like, "Not on my watch."
You're not allowed to give up.
Not on my watch.
Muffled again.
Right, ability check. Okay.
So what are we doing?
You guys are all at the top. Scritch and Scratch are circling the area, flying above, and Tiberius, I assume, is looking around as well with his night vision.
Dark vision, yeah.
Dark vision. Thank you. And Rosalia and Timber are now in the fray as well, as you
Good.
all seem to be generally searching, it seems.
And Tiberius just gives Rosalia the staff back.
So, once all three of my skeletons are up top,
Only
senses.
one is.
Wait.
I said once
Yeah.
there, I have the staff back.
Oh, okay,
You-
so you're going to use the
Yeah,
portal?
use the staff to bring up the other two.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, you can do that.
Skeletons are listed as having dark vision 60 feet.
Go for
So
the
I
eyes,
ins-
Boo! Go
I-
for the eyes! Rask!
I may not be able
Anyways.
to feed the music through Discord anymore, but I did find a solution for the influences.
So yeah, the skeletons are listed as having dark vision 60 feet, so that you're aware of that number.
That was
I
not
instruct the three skeletons to fan out and start poking at the foliage, seeing if they can find anything that's shouldn't be there. You know what I mean. See if they find anybody. I can't work again.
All right, the skeletons start fanning out and they start looking as well. Does anyone else do anything in particular? Like, does anyone?
No?
Like, well, let's just start going down the line. Tiberius, what are you doing? Are you just standing there with your night vision, hoping to see something? Dark
Hey,
vision, hoping to
Rose,
see something?
Tokeme is sending you a hug.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess.
oh, okay.
Forgot all about those cards.
So Tiberius is standing watch, scritched and scratched. I assume you guys are still just circling high above?
Not super high, but yes.
Okay. Like hovering, what, 20 feet above?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
All right. Gar is down below, just letting you guys all handle it. Rosalia and Timber, what do you do?
So I'm up on this cliff. What directions do I got?
The cliff face is to your west. To your east, there is a lean-to made of leaves and twigs. You actually kind of recognize it. It definitely seems to be a sort of, little military structure, kind of used for
Yeah,
like
watch
guerrilla
post.
warfare, basically. And north and south, there's just south there's like maybe 30 feet of land until another cliff face, and then to the north is just goes into the forest.
I want to look at the little post and see if there's any tracks.
So as you I'll give you survival roll. Surprisingly enough, Timber does have survival. Okay. So you crouch down to look over the post, and there's a whole bunch of tracks all over this area. like tracks of pacing, tracks of like standing up by a tree, tracks of kind of like walking around this area. It's all the same footprints as far as you can tell. It's only one person that has just been here a while. You can even find off like off in a bush that like they'd used the bathroom a few times. Like they had been here kind of just for a while. You would
Typical
even
dog
you
maneuvers.
you would even estimate that given like the tracks and everything, they could be even like at some points a day old, and at other points as recent as minutes ago.
Right. Well, what direction does it seem to be like leaving? Like his most likely escape route once being found.
Tokeme tipped
donation.
$100.
Toshime, thank you so very much for that donation. Moriarty, the donation goal has been completed.
Excellent.
Seriously,
At
Toshime,
that,
thank you so much for your support.
Much love.
When you try to find where the footprints have gone, you can basically tell by the freshness of the footprints. The last set of prints moved over to inside the lean-to, and at that point, it looks like there's the sort of shape in the dirt of someone laying down on their chest. Two little divots of dirt where like maybe some elbows were in the dirt, and after that there's nothing. That was the last shape that you see, and that's the most recent shape you see in the ground at all. Like they didn't even stand up, apparently.
Like they just poofed.
Yes.
Tempo's gonna relay this information to the others. Seems like someone was obviously watching this place for a while, and it looks like they just dove right here and poofed.
As soon as he clarifies that the footprints went into that spot but not out of it, I immediately take the sickle and bring it down on that spot.
All right. You bring the sickle down and you strike the dirt. The sickle probably buries a good inch into the dirt.
Yeah, it's worth checking. You never know. Some people can turn invisible.
No, absolutely. That was a good idea. I commend you for that.
Seeing Roselia do that, Tempo takes his longsword out and just wails into it too.
Timber! We already verified they're not here. You're destroying evidence.
Maybe they dug a little deeper than your little sickle.
I have a properly sized sickle.
Mine's biggle.
Yours isn't a sickle; it's a sword.
It's still bigger.
It's biggle.
Alright.
It's a
Not the
measuring
size that
contest.
counts. It's how you use it.
And I use mine with zeal and reckless abandon.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Stop giving him ideas.
Oh,
Here's
goodness.
to new beginnings.
What have we got here?
There's the voice again.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh no.
Jokes his longsword out and dusts it off. Hey, it is standard operating procedure to attack things my pack members attack.
I mean, fair.
Sorry, were you talking to me? Okay. Let me look up what that is real quick.
Oh, goody.
It is misspelled, to put it lightly, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to give dark vision. Because there's definitely not something that relates to what they put in there, but the closest relevant thing would be dark vision.
Okay. So yeah, Rose, as you retract your sickle, it seems that the edge did hook onto something that was buried in the dirt. Probably unrelated. And you have this, kind of old, crusty necklace dangling from the tip of your sickle.
Really wish I had a pearl.
Everything but a paw.
I know. This looks nice, but I can't trust anything around here anymore.
I mean, Roselia, you literally saw Temple walking across the bottom of the waddle. Why don't you just tell him to look for such things?
No, I'm saying this looks really nice. Also looks potentially cursed. I don't trust it.
Let me see if it's cost.
So what are you doing?
I am not handing the necklace to him. I'm going to put that in my... It was a rusty necklace.
Have your skeleton hold it? I don't know.
Duke.
You hold this possibly cost thing, my minion. The worst thing that can happen is you can die and I make you undead again.
Oh, I only have so many bones. What if it turns me to dust? I can't replace those.
I'll get you more bones. I'll find you bigger bones. I'm pretty good at fetching.
It may not help that much, but Tiberius can dispel magic of 3rd level or lower. Oh,
Well, let's figure out what it is before we start wasting resources on it.
right.
I'm going to set that aside for
Dispelled
later.
magic, for the record, would not help with a cursed object. That
Right,
does
okay.
require specifically a remove curse.
Yeah, that's literally like somebody put up like a darkness spell, and then you just say no.
Okay.
All right, well, whoever's here, it poofed.
Question is, what method would they have used? There's a chance that the necklace could be connected. There's a chance that they could have just covered up their footprints when they left. They could have used the teleport. For all I know, they could just be able to levitate like the freaking Martens do.
Well, there's a lot of questions here. What are you guys going to be doing? How are you guys going to be proceeding?
Well, this is unconventional warfare. I'm not really tasked with finding stuff. I'm not an inquisitor, okay? I'm just infantry. The inquisitor finds the stuff, and then I kill them. But no inquisitor. Sad conquest noises.
Everyone roll perception for me real quick.
I'm gonna roll so fucking hard.
It's not sound based.
No, it's not. I would say it's not. Gar is the only one who will not be rolling because he's not present, technically speaking.
I thought Rosalia used the staff to bring him up.
Oh, that's perception.
Oh,
That
I
would've
get.
been
Yeah, I
suppose, yeah.
I used
Yeah.
the staff to bring everybody up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I thought you only brought the skeletons up. I'm sorry.
Well, I
Gar,
mean,
you
if
can
the
be-
door's open,
You'd have to cast it twice, technically, but I'm pretty sure your staff doesn't have that. I forget if I gave your staff charges. I don't think it has charges.
No, you didn't say any charges.
yeah, it's
Right.
basically a portal gun.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was my intent too. So Gar, you can roll if you want to. I need to roll for Timber.
Just remember, when you hit the roll dice for temple, click as hard as you can.
I don't want to break my mouse.
Have to
Walks every
properly
time.
emulate. Have to properly emulate Timber.
Coward.
Timber, you decide to crouch down and taste the dirt, and it tastes like dirt.
My mouse double clicked.
Yeah, that's definitely dog.
Amazing to
If it wasn't obvious, Timber rolled a natural one.
You've cracked the case. It was dirt all along.
Would he be able to identify the taste of dirt if it was
Hey,
an actual
guys, hold on a second. What if he was a dog golem? Wait, no. I don't think they piss. Do they? I guess I'll ask that question.
Hey, Timber, you're a canine of sorts, right? Can't you just like follow the scent trail?
I don't know. My snoot is not as good as it kind of used to be because, you know, blowing things up and catching things on fire really screws with your nose. Your nose? You knows.
Did you just make a pun?
I always make puns.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, I got nothing for in terms of finding whoever it was that was hiding out up here.
Besides, I'm the one who found the footprints. My eyes are still really good, even though I can't hear myself, which is why I talk so loud.
That tracks.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I'm deaf and they didn't even let me play with the big guns. That's the only gripe I have. That's why I just hit things harder with my sword out of frustration.
I'm just gonna feed the Marten so I feel better.
Anyone else got any cool ideas? Any magical inquisitioning?
Nah, I got
Well,
nothing.
you cast the come here spell so you can get them with your magic. Friggin' wizard.
That's heckin' scribe. Get it right.
Okay, heckin' scribe.
There. Better.
Well, this looks like a perfect place for me to go take a nap.
Would you be able to would you be able to pit someone with mage hand?
Sorta? You gotta remember, if I recall correctly, Mage Hand is essentially you summon an orb, and the orb essentially tries to interact with things via, like, if you've ever picked something up in Skyrim, how it kind of just...
No,
Yeah,
it
It's a
is.
spectral fighting hand.
It is still a hand. The thing is that the hand isn't capable of the fine movements required for things such as using a magic item.
Manipulation.
Yeah. It's not
It's
capable of
grabby
fine
hand.
manipulation, but I definitely could see it being used to pet somebody, yes.
I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you really,
Okay.
really need a hand that can pinch, Chill Touch specifically says it's a skeletal hand. I could just use that, but there may be side effects.
Either way, I was
Alright.
going to I was going to say you probably could indeed pet something. I was going to say.
Okay.
I
Tiberius
thought you
is
said
gonna
pinch.
scritch, scratch, and scratch, scritched
Ah,
with his mage hand.
That depends on how far away they are from the rest of you at this point.
yeah, they're
Well,
flying
within
around.
30 feet, it'll work.
They were flying around to scout. I appreciate the gesture, I just don't think it'd be really possible.
Be like swatting flies in the air.
Alright, well then keep that action in mind until they are in range.
Fair enough.
Scratch, scratch. See anything?
Have they seen anything?
You guys have not.
They'll send back, no, we haven't found anything yet.
As far as you guys see, it's just normal foliage.
Alright, well,
did you guys come the desert?
I'll
We
get my
ain't found
boys.
shit.
Kimball looks down at the boat and then at the cliff. He's like, it's back with my grooming kit. How'd I comb the desert? It's not fuzzy. I swear, Empress, these non-loyalists confuse me sometimes. Their ways of walking are so illogical. So one day, hopefully they'll see the true way of being and live true and proper. Lead by example. In my Paladin pajamas. Well, I say we head back to the boat, and go back to sleep. We obviously scared them off. They didn't want none of this.
Well, I can't think of any reason not to head back to the ship.
Well, everyone go back to the ship. I'll follow you in just a second.
I'd like to leave one of the skeletons behind under the lean-to with the instruction to attempt grapple if they encounter anybody there.
I've been grappled.
Not not him. Let go. You just wait here, and if anybody tries coming into the lean-to, you grab them and make noise.
And you're giving this to your skeleton?
Yes.
Alright. Skeleton nods and just kind of stands there.
Alright.
What are you trying to get it to do?
I'm
Grapple
leaving the
with it.
skeleton inside the lean-to as a trap. So
okay.
if somebody comes back to the campsite, it will attempt to grapple and attempt to make noise.
The skeleton crouches down. I should state this lean-to is like, for reference, it is essentially like a triangle of twigs and a bit of leaves over the top, and there's basically enough room for you to lay down under the lean-to, but it's not tall. It's not.
Alright.
It's just to
Just
cover
have him
your
play
position.
dead. Have him play dead. Sheesh.
I mean, yeah, that works better than sitting. Just lay down.
Skeleton lays down.
Okay, that's a perfect ambush.
Nobody
He-
expects the skeleton to stand up.
He's laying down perfectly straight.
Nobody expects the skeleton in position.
A pose to assert dominance.
The guy comes back and he just stands up, T poses, and it shakes and stuff. Did you hear bone rattling? Oh, he's here!
Turns around, the skeleton is T-posed and vibrating.
Yeah. It's like a Moaka. All right. Well, everyone, head back to the boat. I'll be down there in just a moment. Captain's orders.
Finally feel like a real necromancer. I have an army of minions willing to carry out my nefarious acts. I mean, it's only 4, but eventually it'll be 40.
I've got a squadron of minions.
Yeah, I've got a squad.
All right, are you guys doing anything else?
Yeah, Tibbo told everyone to head back, but he wants to stay there for one moment before he heads back. But he tells everyone specifically to go.
Can we see the deck of the ship from here?
You can.
Alright, I'll just use the portal staff.
All right.
Right, until Tiberius will go in the portal to save spell slot.
Oh no. Yeah, use the portal staff to get back to the ship,
Yes,
which means that there's now a skeleton running around in circles, clanging a bell.
Yes. I'm glad you realized that, because I was gonna have it happen where he was just like things. Ding 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 ding.
Go, get back here! Give me the bell! Give!
So is everyone back on the
I
boat?
you remembered that
on the
because
ship.
I knew when you gave that order, I was like, "This, you worded that so wrong. It's gonna happen."
Anyways, is everyone back on the boat? Like Timbo asked?
Does
Yeah.
anyone not go back on the boat?
The Marten twins will go ahead and fly back.
Okay.
Right then, they get
Everyone-
crushed and scratched.
Everyone, you're all back on the boat. It's been like 20 minutes, given all the shenanigans.
Okay, Dungeon Master. Well,
Yeah.
Timbo's back. Right? He doesn't like that someone peed on his property. He's going to make sure that he was the last one to pee on it.
Oh my god!
All right, you're gonna have to climb back up.
No, that's specifically the reason why he stayed behind.
Oh, so you stayed behind when everyone went back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So he's marking his territory while the skeleton stares at him judgingly.
Yep.
No, the skeleton's just staring up at the roof of the lean-to. Again,
Just
he's
pretend he's dead.
he's laying perfectly straight as though he were dead.
Just pretend he's dead. It's
Well,
not the first
technically
time
he
I've pissed in your
is.
balls.
So I
If-
mean,
if-
he's
if
not
there's a
lying.
If there's a coffin there, he would look right at home.
All right, yeah. So I do that, then I head back.
Tell the
Alright.
skeleton to play dead. Bold of you to assume it's a game.
Both of each. All right. Well, that was a big waste of time.
You guys can continue for a second. I need to go. I need to step away for just a few minutes. I will be right back. But by all means, feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves and maybe discuss. I don't know. And otherwise, you can resume taking your rest. Maybe set up new watches if you guys want. I'll let you discuss.
So, got the skeleton of the former captain and the red panda adventurer. Got those two set aside, pulled aside. Okay,
Part.
this is Timber. He is the boss. You will follow any of his orders as if they are mine.
Uh-oh. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
You may need to make use of my minions, so I need to make sure that it is clear to them that your authority is the same as mine. Just remember, give them simple instructions. They aren't that bright.
I'll have you know. My brain is smooth. Thus, I can think very fast.
Don't know how that works. Actually, what is Timber's intelligence?
8.
Wow, you're almost as dumb as the skeleton. They're at 6.
Hey, I'll say this is the smartest temple. All my other temples were 6.
They were the same intelligence as the skeleton. Oh my god.
So is Rose going to have a skeleton go pearl diving?
Tiberius is the strongest. Timber is smart.
Yes. So okay, the 3 that we've still got then yeah, I'm telling them just walk around on the bottom and collect all the clams you could find. Every single clam and oyster. Round them all up.
And thus she never seen him again.
I have to wait for Moriarty to get back. Find out what roles I should do for that. I mean, even if we don't get any oysters, at least all the carnivores will be fed.
Is everyone okay?
The more you guys are fed, the less likely I am to show up on the menu.
Squitch and Scratch, are you guys okay? If he's here. Hello?
And Gar would give Rose a hug. You needed it.
Is everyone okay?
Why would you assume that I would need a hug?
How things have been going with all these carnivores.
Oh, are you back, Squitch and Scratch?
I think he's AFK.
Oh, he's
I'm
still
here.
Rank up.
Oh.
Hold the line.
Alright. Timbo was just asking how the Marten twins are holding up.
Wath Pup rated
Oh, they're
my
fine.
stream with 6 viewers.
Also,
Do you guys need anything? I'm sorry.
Hold on a
we've
second,
got a
Timber.
raid here. Hello there, What the Pup. How are you? Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome on in, everybody. I am Razim. We do variety gaming here. All sorts of things, such as right now we are doing Ascent to Ascend, Dungeons and Dragons. We also recently have been doing Dwarf Fortress, 2 Point Campus, as well as Total War Warhammer 3, and all sorts of other games here. We also do a lot of tabletop games like this one right now, as well as Pathfinder, World of Darkness, both Werewolf and Mage. We do Exalted, and we've got a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon campaign that is on Thursdays. So do all of you do make sure you hit that follow button and come join us again. And everyone share the love with What the Pup for the raid there. What the Pup, would you like a random clip brought up? Or we can just do a normal shout out. Let me know.
Playing Minecraft.
Ooh, Minecraft is fun. Is it modded or vanilla?
UHC. What's UHC?
I have no idea what UHC is. I'm guessing it's some kind of a tournament thing. Ah, ultra hardcore. Nice. Would you like to have a clip played? Last night,
UHC is like Hunger Games.
Ah. Yeah, I actually set it up so that way the random clip is brought up with a different command for shoutouts, so that way people get the choice of whether to have a clip brought up, and this way I can also easily shout out those that I'm streaming with without the stream being interrupted every time I want to do so. But yeah, congrats on your second place. Ah, very nice, What the Pup. Also, since we're taking a moment here, I want to let everybody know I have added redemptions with the Sable Crowns for Stream Loots packs. Only in multiples of 10, but, well, only, 10 per redemption. I will say it's more expensive to use Sable Crowns, but that's because I don't really want to take away from Stream Loot share profits and get in trouble with them. So it is cheaper for you to just buy them outright than to use your Sable Crowns, but at least there's another use for Sable Crowns now. You can find them through the same way that you do Influence.
Also, as long as we're taking a moment, I don't know how late the game... I don't remember how late the game normally runs, but we will be running for about another hour, just because I need to wake up early tomorrow to open at work. So I won't be able to run for terribly much longer.
Understandable.
And on that note, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm fishing.
Oh,
So we've tied ropes to each of the 3 skeletons and sent them overboard to go looking around on the bottom for clams and oil. I will find a frickin' pearl.
Well, you could ask Tiberius nicely, and he could, use the conch shell of clams to get crabs to do the work. Might be a bit quicker and a bit more efficient.
This way's more fun. I get to go fishing with skeletons. I mean,
Let the necromancer do necromancer things, druid.
All right.
it's a necromancer thing you wouldn't understand.
this is the second time this session that Rosalia has been presented with a more responsible means of accomplishing a task and has refused it. I think you are pulling from Timber's handbook a little too much.
Okay. I just got the ability to summon skeletons, and I'm gonna use it. I paid for the whole speedometer. I'm using the whole speedometer.
Dungeon Master, I'm just enlightening her in the ways of being heavy and dense.
All right.
Well, I'm definitely doing the dense part.
You can say that again.
I'm definitely doing the dense part.
Can you say that again?
I'm definitely doing the dense part.
You can say that again.
Oh God! Slack it! It might start walking again. Give it the rights of percussive maintenance.
Tanya Sapien says, I'm definitely doing the dense part.
You can say that again.
Alright, so, now, let's see, Tanya's doing the fishy fishing. Gaul, are you okay?
Bring out your dad.
Do you need anything?
A nap.
Wait a second,
Go to
I
sleep.
just realized. I can hear that.
You have been relieved. You can go to bed.
Mhm.
Alright, so
Certain things.
new old guy to me. I don't really know you that much, Mr. Druid, little auto guy. Yeah, Tibble like takes a knees and crouches down because he's just so much taller than him.
Yeah.
Do you need anything? You're part of the crew. It is my duty to ensure that my pack is safe.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I was gonna say, by Rosalia's standards, you are also part of the ship.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Alright. Jimbo will get up. He will march to his room, shut it, and pet the goose, the cobra chicken, and hit the hay.
After one round of fishing, Rose is going to be doing the same.
All right, sounds good. By the way, Timber, the cobra chicken definitely tries to bite you.
Like it does.
Like it
Yeah.
does.
And Timbo tries to strangle it. So, normal.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
If you do that, it will most certainly die. Do you proceed?
Okay, I won't kill it.
Old of you to assume it can die.
Listen, it's a hateful creature. It's very hateful, but it's still mortal.
Well, in that case, then
No.
you would just,
Trust
then
me,
you could just bring it back as an undead goose.
I am attuned to the forces of life and death. There is a deep evil inside that creature.
What?
What is it?
It is a very vile creature. I like it. Of course,
What are you planning, Gunther?
Of course, a woman would keep a friggin' goose as a pet. It makes funny noises and it's extremely hostile. I think it's amusing.
Peace was never an option.
I like that.
Okay. All right, I'll allow this. So Rosalia, when you pull back up the skeletons, you find that they have various shellfish. They did grab a few clams, but there's also some oysters and some mussels and some other stuff that you don't care about. But hey, it'll be tasty.
I'm an herbivore. I can't eat any of this. I was just interested in the pearls.
All right.
The oysters were curious.
Speaking of, you did get some clams out of this, so let me roll to see how lucky you are on clam. All right, you do actually find a pearl.
Man, would it be a pearl that would be valued at over 100
Rank up.
gold?
Hold
I'd
the
say so, yeah.
line. This hamlet shall not fall.
The hamlet shall not
Underscore
fall from
the
the table
underscore
because
Jaguar
all
raided my stream with 5 viewers.
I will cherish this pearl forever.
Yay!
Jax, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome on in, everybody. I am Razim. We do variety gaming here. Jax, would you like a random clip from your channel brought up on stream? Or would you just like a regular shout out? Do let me know. In the meantime, hello everybody and welcome on in. I am Razim. We do variety gaming. Things such as Dwarf Fortress, 2 Point Campus, Total War Warhammer 3, as well as we have a lot of tabletop games. Right now we are doing one of our D&D campaigns, Ascent to Ascend. We also have Pathfinder, World of Darkness, both Werewolf and Mage, as well as Exalted, and a brand new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon campaign that is on Thursdays. So everybody do make sure you share your hit that follow button. Come join us again for more of our streams. And everybody here, do share the love with Jax. Let's go ahead and get that clip up here. And then I will be in the chat after this clip plays.
Oh my god, that went over him! Yeah! That was Sports Center. Look at this. Oh, that's getting flipped. That's getting flipped.
Very nice goal there, Jax. So yeah,
Oh, wow, that
I
was
will
a
be
center.
in the chat now.
Too bad all of us were all
Right,
screwed up and couldn't get...
To test that pearl, since I have exactly one spell slot that I can burn right now, I'm going to cast Identify on that rusty necklace from earlier.
All right. You identify it as a it was called. Well, let me see what was specifically called, because this is not a normal item, but I'm allowed. A necklace of night sight.
Oh, this would have been handy.
It would have been.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have also been a cursed necklace of helium voice that can't be taken off. You know, that they can go both ways.
That wouldn't do anything to you.
It's... I was gonna say, is that even in the game?
Bro, you making fun of my voice? How dare you? I don't have any choice in how small I am.
That'd be hilarious if Timo had it.
Listen, I know you don't have a choice in how small you are, but you just are the way you sound. Like,
small.
Exactly. You sound small because you are small. That's just how it works.
It's okay. I bought enough big for all of us.
Yeah, look at that. Listen to how deep and timbrey Timber's voice is. He's big.
So I've updated the necklace to Necklace of Night Eye.
And then
Is it Night Sight or Night Eye?
The word used is night sight, but you can call it the Necklace of Night Eye. It's a homebrewed item, and it just gives you dark vision.
What?
Dark vision to what range?
I'd say dark vision 60 feet. That's about standard.
60 feet?
Isn't it 60 feet, or is it 30 feet?
Yeah, it's usually 60.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Inventory's been updated, and I am going to bed.
All right, you have a good night.
Good night. See you next stream.
No, not Rose is going to bed.
Oh, okay.
And I'm leaving the skeletons patrolling the boats. They're just happy enough going around in circles around the boat.
I mean, they don't feel any emotions at all, but sure.
Well, then they're happy enough.
How they do it.
What are the lions doing with all this at this time?
They require 0 and they feel 0, then 0 is enough, therefore.
The Martens are running up the walls.
On the ship?
Yep.
The walls of the ship? The walls of... Okay.
They've got zoomies.
The interior walls or the exterior walls?
Both.
Ah.
There's one literally running around the outside of the ship. The other is running around the inside.
That's just the music I think is playing, yeah.
Do you have that?
Dude.
Do.
Yeah.
That's literally. This is literally the montage of what they're doing.
Basically.
From now on, it's my headcanon that when they talk in your head, it actually sounds like Microsoft Sam.
So, Zim, I just realized something.
Yes.
On stream, your icon's not constantly lighting up, but I'm still hearing things that are being fed through your microphone. Did you get that figured out?
I literally said this earlier.
I completely missed it when you said it, and again, I have been a little bit spacey, so my apologies.
I cannot feed the music through, but things like the Marten videos and such, the other sound effects, I can feed those through without disrupting everything.
ttrpg, it seems that
Yay.
Zoroark 720 loves you a lot. Good luck.
Aw. Thank you.
You get a free
700.
stream loots pack, so which one would you like, Toshime?
The avatars.
Alright, I will send it off.
All this love and tolerance gonna give me high blood pressure.
That has been sent. Good luck, Toshime.
Thank you.
Also, because this is relevant.
I'll not tolerate any more of this benevolence.
It felt relevant to the what Timber just said.
It does.
It was.
Joke.
All this kindness is giving me.
Oh, hey, the lightly toasted Marten.
Lightly toasted?
It's a very uniquely colored sable. Not albino, but one of those other, fur patterns, where instead of normal
caramel flavored.
Yeah, basically.
He looks very scrunkly.
He was another one of the rescues from the fur farms because, that fur coat was not ideal for them, and so they were going to just destroy him. Most of the Martens that are in these videos are rescues from fur farms. Or at least the sables, which are the dark-colored ones. Or typically dark-colored. Because something wasn't ideal about them, and so they were going to be, as the fur farms put it, destroyed.
Tanya Sapien, it seems that Zoroark 720 loves you a lot. Good luck.
What?
You
What?
are being given a free
Pack.
What pack would you like?
Go with the general again.
Jax, I do not, I don't actually own any of those Martens, but, part of what I try to do is educate about them existing, because a lot of people still have no idea that Martens even exist. And, so none of those, Martens are actually mine. Someday I will have one. It will happen. But, You wanted, which one, Tanya? General?
Yeah, general cards and reactions.
Okay. Now let's focus back on the game.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Where
the
Rose is
Martens-
doing a heckin' sleep.
Are you?
And
The Martens are zooming around. You hear their pitter-patters all over.
Okay. Whenever one gets in range of it, well, they're already in. Never mind. It's just gonna say whenever they get in range, Tiberius is gonna use Mage Hand to scritch him.
For who?
He's attempting
He
to
wants to
pet
pet
them
the
while they
moon.
fly around in circles.
Yeah. Using Mage Hand.
Give me a ranged attack roll. Or if you have a spell casting roll for that, that would work too.
Alright. I don't think it has one.
Oh, no, it wouldn't specifically. So you would just make a basic ranged attack roll, or if you have another spell with which you normally cast attack rolls for, that would work too.
Right. Okay.
Okay, 19. Scritch and Scratch, does that hit either of your ACs at this point?
Yes.
All right, you get scritched.
They do not stop their running at all.
That is fine.
They are happy and hyper.
Just give him a turbo boost.
Actually, yes. It makes them go even faster. And just for the record,
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed.
They are perfectly in sync. So when, you know, they are, you know.
Every boost they share boosts.
No. I mean, the one on the outside is on the same spot as the one on the inside.
Oh, okay, I get it. Like a magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all we know, those two might actually function like
Magnets. How do they work? They're magic, obviously.
and they're full of Duke.
Duke.
Anyways, so the rest of you all settle down. I assume you try to continue your long rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is anyone standing watch that night?
The
Skeletons.
Right.
And the Simi Martens.
Yeah, the Martens are also keeping an eye out. I mean,
Yeah, they don't need to sleep.
So there are 3 skeletons orbiting one direction, 2 Martens orbiting the other direction. We have active surveillance.
Are you guys setting up new watches? Since technically this is I believe we are technically once again I assume we've once again disengaged from a long rest at this point. So
Yeah.
are you
they don't.
resetting your ships?
You guys really don't need to set watches because the Martens literally do not require any sleep.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta take a little break.
They may not require sleep, but do they get distracted? Just sort of, there's a shiny thing under the water. Ooh, shiny thing. All of a sudden the ship gets attacked.
Well,
Yeah.
that
No, I'm just
depends
picturing the-
on you guys, or if you guys trust the Martens to stay on task or not, and whether or
No.
not the DM decides that there's going to be something to distract them.
I'm just picturing a kraken distracting them away from the ship with a silver pocket watch, just bouncing it off in the distance.
Then they just bug Tiberius to get water breathing.
Oh, they also don't need to breathe. They don't
Water
need to
walking, yeah.
eat, sleep, or breathe.
I'm still not convinced they aren't just a hallucination. You can't prove to me the Martens actually exist.
Sure, but can you prove that the Martens don't exist?
Becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. I am small. Becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. I am small.
I apparently messed something up. Ah, right. That's what I messed up. I forgot a comma. Sometimes I hate programming. There. Now it's fixed.
Yeah, just as a test.
Joke.
All right. For the sake of reference, what time was it when we had first detected that we were being spied on? Time of day?
Probably midnight, if not just after, like, AM.
I mean, midnight's a good benchmark then, because the enthrallment of the skeletons only lasts for 24 hours unless I recast.
Yeah, it's about midnight. That works. Actually, hold on. If you're doing 3-person shifts, actually, so let me think here. It would be closer to 2 AM, actually. If I'm doing my math right. Just slightly after midnight, but you could just start resetting it at midnight if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I mean midnight's a perfect. It's an easy thing to remember. I
Yeah.
must perform a ritual every night at midnight. That sounds a lot more, evil, foreboding.
Necromancery, yeah.
Yeah, necromancery.
All right. So you guys, I'll just go ahead and skip forward a bit because you guys do complete your long rest. And what the heck? Huh. Okay. Weird. My connection to the server went down for a second, but then I opened it back up and it was just fine. But weird. Yeah. Give you all your long rest once I open the combat tracker. So morning does come without much issue. And you all wake up. There's no further disturbances in the night. The skeleton that's up top doesn't seem to have activated, as Scritch and Scratch would have easily noticed that. Skeletons on deck have not done or said anything. And yeah, just everything seems to be perfectly fine.
Besides rattle rattle.
How much falling damage would you take from falling 30 feet?
I believe it's a d6 every 5 feet past 10 feet, right?
Sounds
I'm
right.
willing to roll that dice. So yeah, the next morning I'm just sipping my morning tea, going back over to the cliff. Hey, get down here.
And you're just having the skeleton drop down for that?
Yeah.
All right.
If it breaks its legs, I can give it new ones.
All right, that's 6d6 of damage.
The bones could fracture or break.
I will point out that okay, I take that back. The way it's written in the books, no, you could not actually bring them back if they die. However, it looks like there was a clarification saying that yes, you can. So.
Okay. So how much health does your skeleton have?
13.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
he
go
did.
ahead. You go down. And What the fuck?
I will still point out, Rosalia, that broken bones can happen, and it would make the skeleton very unable to function for bringing it back. That would, of course, be up to Moriarty to decide if that happens. There's nothing in the book itself that defines such a thing, but falling that far, broken bones are a very real possibility.
Okay, so you're still going through the action, yes? You're still just having him drop straight down?
For the sake of the comedy, yes.
All right, Rosalia.
I'm doing it for the vine.
Rosalia, you tell him to get down here, and the skeleton
says
falls. No. The skeleton falls down, and it entirely shatters.
Just for clarification, where was Rosalia standing in relation to with the skeleton's trajectory?
Your skeleton has 13 HP. The damage that was done from falling that distance was 29.
Overkill.
You no longer have the skeleton.
Yeah,
you no longer have the skull. You now have a bunch of bone shards.
Gonna that down for future reference. They are incredibly stupid.
You sure the skeletons are stupid?
Within the context of the world, yes. As the character playing this outside the world, I saw it coming from a mile away. But all she said was, "Come down here."
Skeleton comes down. You no longer have the red panda skull. Oh, is it the red panda that you put up there?
No, it was the generic one.
Okay, you no longer have that generic one. Right, no, the red panda was the one that you left specifically on the ship to ring the bell.
I left the captain on the bell, and the red panda stayed with me throughout the whole thing.
Okay. Well, yeah, you are down one skull and one skeleton.
Date ship fest.
Oh, forced casualties.
Our first casualty was someone who was already dead. I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Stop, he's already dead. Anyways, so you now are sitting knees in the ground, sand pouring through your fingers as you just hold up the shattered bones, and you weep. You don't get a choice. There's no wisdom saving throw. You're just weeping. I'm kidding. You can respond to that however you like.
Sorry, I was catching up with chat.
How do you respond to the skeleton just shattering and breaking before you?
Just a sigh of exasperation and returning back to...
Well, time to use your time magic.
I don't have time magic.
Wrong character.
Soror coming in with the perfect...
Oh wait, no, here we go. This is for the skeleton.
Tanya Sapien says, "Good job."
Well, I guess Tempo's gonna do his morning ritual of getting into uniform. He's gonna after that he's gonna get out on deck and So, where are we gonna go next? I know we sent Moriarty out to do scouting and stuff, but the Navy's out there somewhere.
So, Timber, are you saying that we should embark on an adventure?
I go where the Empress tells me to go. She told me to take the towers, so yes, we shall go on this adventure thing you're talking about.
Tanya Sapien wants you to go on an adventure. Follow the adventure line TM.
Oh my god.
I've been sitting on that all session.
Temple will, wait, what do we got for chow on here? Dungeon Master?
Yes?
What do we got for chow out here?
What do you have for
Do we got
chow?
any, yeah, for food.
You got those chickens that you're feeding that dragon through that door?
The ground
Or-
floats, the sands swirl, the spice flows. Pantheneo_Silverwood feels the worm's hunger and demands it be fed.
Oh wait, the clams and stuff.
Well, the worm needs fed.
Yeah.
Can't have my
Alright.
skeletons. I just got them. I'm already down one.
As far as
I mean, bones aren't really that filling anyways. Temple just eats 4 times the amount of food as a regular soldier. Because he's so big. He's hungry.
We could always go back to the tavern to get food.
Well, let's. What do we got to eat besides chicken?
We have Marten.
We have oysters.
rabbit. You do have oysters. You do have
We
fish.
do, no, we do. We do not have rabbit.
No, you're right. We have jackalope.
We do not eat Pac-Man balls.
No,
What
no,
are
no,
you,
no. It's fine.
savages?
No. It's fine. I encourage him to try biting. You might get a shocking surprise.
Here's the thing. Tiberius can shock right back.
They're electrocuting each other. Are you two done? We're both smoking.
You do have oyster. You do have those shellfish. I do think you still have some fish as well, and if need be, Tiberius has already shown himself quite apt with catching fish.
Let's go back to the inn.
I mean, the Navy's literally right there, and I was just wanting to go find another tower.
Actually,
we could go back to the tavern and grab a meal. Probably resupply some foodstuffs for the ship, and then
ask about that artillery bombardment.
Provided, yes, we could probably ask the Navy what was going on with the artillery bombardment. I just don't know if our so-called friend is still around here. You know, the Lieutenant Admiral?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not like, sure, they bombarded the area around the town, but I can guarantee you there's still shells on that boat.
Well, when we think of actually leaving the island up. Tiberius has an idea of how to do that.
How to do what?
To leave the island stealthily.
Stealthily?
Oh, he doesn't know that word.
Basically, so the Inquisition can't see the ship. Can find it.
Go on.
How big is the ship?
That's
the
a brig.
smallest one. All ship or the Navy?
Our ship.
Yeah.
All
Didn't
ship. Yeah, we
didn't
got
we?
a Vulcan.
Did we decide on being a barkentine?
Vulcantine, yeah.
Because the name sounded funny.
The name sounded funny, and
gotta-
it actually worked.
Yeah. Well, this ship is no match for Imperial Dreadnought, but we are faster than them.
What I mean is, if it's 20 to 40 foot, Tiberius can cast fog cloud on it.
That is a very cool idea. However, how will we see?
Well, we don't.
I mean, I've got a compass.
Hmm.
The best bet with something like that would to use it as a shield if they start firing upon us.
Can't believe I'm asking
Fog
this, but
screen, if you could say.
no, I can't believe I'm asking this, but if the Imperium were to see a random fog cloud, would they start shooting at it?
Sounds like out of nowhere.
Timber, you are becoming
Floating on the
robot.
water. Yes.
You guys are the epitome of shoot first, ask questions later. And that's on the days that you decide to ask questions.
That's why how big the ship is in terms of feet is important, because be able to have some kind
The
of
Empress
leeway.
gave us shells to use. They had planned on using them. Plus, it's fun.
And when we get to the tavern, we're going to have to let the dwarves know that it's not a dwarven hold.
The best bet is to just walk back into town.
Forgot all about the dwarves. Yep.
Well, or we can take the boat, start going over there. If they start firing upon us, we can get out of there. We still do have Imperial banners. That is our best bet.
We do need to let those dwarves know, because what we had to go through, what if they decide that they're tired of waiting and they go and poke around? They'll have to go through what we went.
And if they decide to become Warforge instead.
That is also a potential outcome.
Let us go back to let's set sail. I'll put the flag up and pray to the Empress that the spotter is actually paying attention. The master of artillery is the one who calls the shots. Literally, he does call the shots. thankfully, news of whole little ragtag band hasn't spread to the rest of the Navy. All right, let's start getting this boat back together.
Oh, I don't have access to that. Boo.
All right, so you all are heading back into town?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
And as you guys start making your way back into town, you as you start, just as you're starting down the road, you start once again hearing the sound of a bombardment, but it does seem a little bit slower, a little more methodical. Like you hear one, and then there's a pause, and then you hear another. And just as the session begins, this is how we're gonna go ahead and end it, because as I said, I'd only be around for a few more minutes, and I unfortunately do have to open tomorrow at work, and I can't stay up that late.
Well, that's perfectly understandable, man.
Yeah.
I did post a couple pictures in Ascent to Ascend, examples of three-masted barkentines. I was going to post them in tabletop image, but I don't have access.
Yeah, I don't got that either, but I think that's what Dungeon Masters.
Only DMs have access to posting in there, yes. Because generally we want something that they approve of. So Moriarty, if that is acceptable, you can copy their link and post them into the Tabletop Images channel.
All right.
And for
I
those
will
that
go ahead and
are
give it a peek.
watching this on YouTube, you can, or right now, you can look at those in the Tabletop Image channel. Just search for the title of today's stream. Or session.
Did you say you linked it in the main chat?
In the Ascent to Ascend, yeah.
All right.
I actually can't remember why it was that we were referencing the size of the ship now.
Fog cloud.
He wants to see if
Fog
he can
cloud,
cover
right.
fog.
Yeah, because it specifically says you create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog, center on a point within range.
So 40-foot diameter.
Honestly, if we were being shot at, if you could put the fog cloud on their ship,
There's an yeah.
Zim, I'm not sure if you
need to
noticed,
know
you
how
haven't
big the ship
posted
is.
in tabletop image, you just put the name.
Well, yeah, it's for Moriarty to go post in there.
Yep. So, yeah, these should be fine to post, I think.
Well, then
I'll just post one of
Provided-
them. I'll post one
provided
of
the
them.
fog,
For...
provided the fog cloud can withstand the bombardment. If it was at point blank range with all of those cannons.
There you go. It has been posted. Zimmy, you're gonna do your outro if there's nothing else, I guess.
At least they're not
I need to get Stream Raiders run first, and then I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, sounds good.
So, just another moment here.
So it looks like barkentines usually sit between 150 and 200 feet long.
Okay, yeah, then fog
Oh
cloud.
no, I'm spotted. Duke, 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 Duke. Human is here. Do you has egg?
Do you has egg?
Duke,
I do not has egg.
Why do you not has egg?
Duke, 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 Duke. Itchy back, scritch, scritch, scritch.
Why do you not has egg offering for Marten?
because we have a dwarf chickens.
Yeah, so it should be easy for you to acquire an egg offering for Marten. My logic is infallible. Alright, place your troops for the next battle. And thank you everybody so much for joining us today for Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, thank you again for joining everyone, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
No.
Bye, guys.